Hi, and welcome to Easy Swiss German, your place where you can learn Swiss German. Today, I brought you vocabulary for foods. Okay, let's get started. Food in Swiss German. Here's an overview real quick. So we're going to talk about, as I said, food in the store. We're going to talk about fruits, vegetables, dairy, and meats. You will see photos of all of this. So trigger warning, if you cannot see photos of food, then maybe this is not the video for you. You will also see, especially in the meats, there's going to be raw meat, and I'm going to give you a heads up when we go into that, so you can skip to where the foods at the restaurants are. There we will talk about enters, Vorspeise, mains, and desserts. Okay, let's get started. Vrucht. Das ist een Äpfel. Der Äpfel. Die Beere. Die Beere. Traube. Traube. Das Erdbeere. Oder die Erdbeere. Depends where you are. Yeah, both is right. Erdbeere or Erdbeere. Das Himbeere. Das Himbeere. Das Riesi. Das Riesi. Das Riesi. Most people have a hard time with that in High German and in Swiss German. So, Riesi. Pflume. Pflume. Watch out. This is, I found out that the English speakers don't have a difference here between this one, which is a Pflaume, and the next one, which is a Zwetschge. A Zwetschge. That is not the same fruit in German, but in English, you both call these plums, apparently. But to us, they're different. I would say that Pflume is a bit more sweet, while Zwetschge is a bit more sour. They're both delicious. They're both delicious, and Zwetschge is really great on a pie kind of thing. Okay, so how do we call this one? I'm pretty sure you would know that. It's the same as in German. So in German, it's die Banane, and in Swiss German, it's Banane. It's Banane. How do we call this one? Die Zitrone. Zitrone. Exakt. Then this one is the Pfirsich. The Pfirsich. My husband doesn't know the difference for him between Pfirsich and this one. So this one is fuzzy. The Pfirsich is a bit fuzzy, and it has a little bit, it's not skin, it's not hair, but it feels a bit fuzzy. While this one is no fuss, it's no hair. So what is this called? Do you know? It's a nectarine. Nectarine. Pfirsich? Nectarine. Okay, both delicious. That was it for fruits. So now Gemüse. Gemüse. What is that? Die Karotte, and in Swiss German? Das Rüebli. Das Rüebli. And then this is a Gurke. Gurke. And then specifically in Basel, we call this a Kukumere. A Kukumere. You might not find that many people that call it that, but that would be the correct Swiss Basel dialect word for it. Kukumere or Gurke. What is that? What is in High German? So in High German, this is a, wait, let me think so I don't say it wrong. It's a paprika. And we do not call this a paprika. In Swiss German, this is a pepperoni. A roti pepperoni. A gali pepperoni. A grüne pepperoni. Or orange pepperoni. Pepperoni. Then again, in High German, this is a zucchini. Zucchini. And in Swiss German, we call it Zucchetti. Zucchetti. It's not the same word. Why do we call it differently? I don't know. Then, do you know what a Herdöpfel or Herdöpfel? Herdöpfel is a potato. It actually comes from French. It's Aard is like ground. And then Äpfel is we've learned that. What is an Äpfel? It's an apple. So it's the apple of the ground, pomme de terre in French. And then in Swiss German, it's Hardöpfel. Where that H comes from, I don't know. And then only in High German, it's called a Kartoffel, which makes no sense. Yeah. Then what do we call this? It's the same. Oh no, not in English, but in High German. High German, it's a Mais, and in Swiss German, it's der Mais. Der Mais. And this is a Lauch. The Lauch. What is this? I'm sure you know that. It's broccoli. The broccoli. And this is Blumenkohl or Blumenkohl or Blumenkohl. Depends on where you come from. I call this a Blumenkohl. The Blumenkohl. I hate it. I don't like it. So a lot of people have a hard time with this. Do you remember how we call this in High German? Pilz. Der Pilz oder das Pilzli. Das Pilzli is just a smaller one. This one specifically is a champignon. So, and then we have to separate the different pilzes, mushrooms, like champignon, morchle. I don't even know that many. Those are the two I know, but there is more. Champignon also always works very well if you're like looking for something specific, but you don't know how to call it in Swiss German or in High German, and you can ask for champignon, and then they're usually where everything else, all the other mushrooms are too. Pilz. This is a Kürbis. The Kürbis. And now we're getting to milk products. You're gonna see photos of milk and photos of cheese and such. Speaking of this cheese, how do we call this in German? Gaas. The gaas. And then you will go into its specifics. The Emmentaler, the Gruyère, the Tilsiter, etc. But in general, it's the gaas. Do you remember what the fruit in the background is called? Trube. Genau. Very good. Then we have the butter. The butter. And in Basel, we call this an Anke. In a different video, I've talked about how, like, which regions in Switzerland call this an Anke and which region call it the butter. That's like one of the words that splits Switzerland, depending on where you live. Also, just point out here in German, it's die Butter. It's feminine, die Butter. But in High German, in Swiss German, in dialect, it's der Butter. So a lot of Swiss people put it in the wrong gender. It says, we often say when we speak High German, Entschuldigung, wo ist der Butter? But that's wrong. In High German, it will be Entschuldigung, wo ist die Butter? So, yeah, fun fact. Then haben wir the Rahm. And in High German, that's die Sahne. So we have like a lot of like different kinds of milk products, but one of them is cream. And we have Halbcreme, Halbrahm and Vollrahm and like many different versions. And I very often don't know which one to use either, especially if that is a High German recipe that asks for Sahne. Just go with Halbrahm, have less fat. That's probably the right one. The Rahm, die Sahne. And then a very funny word in High German and so in Swiss German is yogurt. Because yogurt can be spelled with an H or without an H, and they're both right. And yogurt has dirty does. I looked it up in Google, in Duden. Duden is like the English the English dictionary thingy for German. And there's like everything how it is written correctly is in Duden. And Duden says der Joghurt, das Joghurt, and die Joghurt are all correct. Yay! In Swiss German, it would be der Joghurt or das Joghurt. Yogurt. Depends on where you live and like where you grew up, but they're both right. Der Joghurt, das Joghurt. Then, do you have an idea what Milch is? Milch. Correct. Milch. Die Milch. Milch. And now we're coming to meats, Fleisch, and you will see photos of raw meat. If you don't want to see that kind of content, then skip to the next chapter. Das Kalb oder das Kalbige, das Kalb, das Kalbsfleisch, is veal, the baby cow. When I made this, it's horrible what animals were eating. I still like eating animals, but it's horrible what I do. It's Kalb, it's Kalbige. Then we have a Kalbsbratwurst, or in Switzerland, in Basel, it's a Kalbsbratwurst, oder a Kalbsbratwurst mit A. Depends where you are. That's a white sausage. Fun fact, the white sausage also has a lot of pig in it, so it's not only veal, it's like a mix out of several. Why we call it that, I don't know. But just that you know, there's lots of different meats in there. So good to know. And then we have Rind. Das Rindfleisch. Rindfleisch is cow, the male cow. I think is it a female cow? It's a female cow. No, Rind is male. It's beef. It's beef. It's Rind. And we find also like Kalb and Rind is like how we call the animal as well. Then we have Schweinix, Schweinefleisch. What's that? It's pig. And then we have Schweinsbratwurst. That's how that looks. Schweinsbratwurst. That one actually has no veal in it, as far as I know. That's actually just Schweinix. Schweinsbratwurst oder Schweinsbratwurst. Das Poulet, das Hähnchen, chicken. Here we don't call the animal, Entschuldigung, we don't call the animal Poulet, we call the animal in Swiss German Hühnle or das Huhn, and the food is Poulet. And then Trute. Trute is Putenfleisch auf Hochdeutsch, and in English that would be turkey. Yeah. And then Speck, der Speck. And then how do we call this? You saw that several times already. The Wurst oder the Wurst. So this is a special kind of Wurst because in Basel we call that different than we call that in the rest of Switzerland. It's a Cervola. And in Basel, it's the Chlöpfer. And Chlöpfer. I know that only as a Chlöpfer. It's not a Cervola. We're not in Zürich. Wir sind in Basel, der Chlöpfer. Dann haben wir das Wienerli, die Wiener Wurst oder das Wiener Würstchen. Das Wienerli. Dann Lamm. Das Lammfleisch is lamb. Then do you have an idea what that is? It's a weird animal we're eating too, especially to Americans. It's very weird to eat this. It's Pferd. Oder das Pferdefleisch. Do you know what that means? Pferd is horse. We eat horse in Switzerland. It's weird. And then a delicacy is Fleischkäse, der Fleischkäse. Fleischkäse. What is it? I don't even know. It's hard to describe. It's a mush of meats and like probably like the leftovers. It's probably really, really gross. I don't know exactly what it is. It's probably pretty gross. I don't care. It's delicious with all the spices. It's not spicy, but like they make it taste really good. I really, really like it. And every time I'm like in Thailand or somewhere and I don't want to eat a thing, then my husband always goes like, yeah, don't be picky. You eat Fleischkäse. It's like, okay. So here we are. So if you're in the store and you're looking for something, just a reminder, how do we ask for those things? We ask, wo ist der Fleischkäse? Wo ist das Gemüse? Wo ist, genau. Oder wo finde ich? Wo finde ich das Rindsfleisch? Wo finde ich eine Banane? Wo finde ich die Banane? Etc. And then, excuse. Entschuldigung, excuse. Ich suche Kiwis. Oh, we didn't have that. Ich suche Trauben. Ich suche Äpfel. Wo ist das? Wo sind die? Very good. And then we come to Essen im Restaurant, eating in a restaurant. If you made it to here, consider, and you found this helpful, then consider subscribing and hitting the bell and giving the thumbs up. And then also I made a whole other video about what you can say, how the dialogue look like when you're in restaurant. And today we're talking about what you can order and what is typical Swiss food. Just a quick reminder, like the bare minimum you need to know is, ich hätte gern oder ich möchte bitte es. Ich möchte bitte einen Kaffee. Ich hätte gern a Portion pommes frites, etc. Okay, that's how we order. This is friendly, this is polite, that's how we order. We start with Vorspeise, Hauptgang und Dessert. The first thing is ein gemischter Salat. Der gemischte Salat oder ein gemischter Salat. Ich habe gern ein gemischter Salat. That looks like this. And this is very typical for us. Like you get a little bit of lots of different foods. It's not different kinds of green salads. It comes like that. It's not mixed. Then a Nüssli-Salat. Oh, Nüssli-Salat. In High German, that's ein Feldsalat. I love Nüssli-Salat, and you get it nowhere else. It's very nutty, very earthy. It's the best salad there is. You can only get that around in autumn and fall. It's like a seasonal salad. Mwah. You can get that in restaurants. You can get that with Eispeck or the Crouton, or with a combination of those. So Nüssli-Salat mit Eispeck und Crouton. The best. Oh, I wanted to write you down. Then also we have französische und italienische Soße. Französisch is very often as like a cream-based dressing, and italienische Soße is oil-based. I mean, yeah, it's like an oil vinaigrette kind of thing. Then a bouillon, and a heiße Brühe, a bouillon, in case you like soups. And then we have a Tomatensuppe, or a Tomatensuppa. That's how we call soups. Wonderful. That's that. Wunderbar. Hauptgang, mains, haben wir ein Rösti. And then very often that comes with egg. A Rösti mit Ei. It's a hash brown, but much, much better. Then typical Swiss is a cordon bleu. I don't actually know if it's typical Swiss or typical French, but like, so it comes with either chicken, poulet, rind, or Schweinix. Then it's a Schwein's cordon bleu, Rind's cordon bleu, and then ham and cheese. And then you like, it's just flipped up, or it's like this, where it's like in a circle. It's a cordon bleu. It's delicious. Then pommes frites, because of in High German, those are called pommes. Die Pommes, ich hätte gern Pommes. And in Switzerland, we call it pommes frites, because we have French words, pommes frites. Then Erdbeermakrone, that is pasta and potatoes on a cream cheese sauce with onions on top. And it sounds super boring. It's a little bit like carbonara, but it's really, really good. And I'm pretty sure it was like invented by like poor people, because they had like some leftovers, and cream is like abundant in Switzerland because of all the cows. Erdbeermakrone. If I'm homesick, I eat that. And then traditionally you eat it with Apfelmus. You traditionally eat it with apple sauce. Apfelmus, no? It's super delicious. Then we have the classic fondue. We also very often write it with UE. I just wrote it with an U here because so you can how it sounds. And then what's the other cheesy goodness we eat? Raclette, exactly. And then if you do it at home, it looks like this. You have like on the bottom, you have like the raclette with the cheese with like different toppings. And then on top, my family, for example, that's called Tischgrill. You have like other foods, like other meats on top of it, because that whole thing gets hot. If you eat raclette out in the world, you usually see like where the whole cheese is, like the whole round is propped up, and then there is a heat source on top, and then they like scoop it onto your plate. It's really delicious as well. But then you just have your cheese, no extra meat and stuff. Raclette, Tischgrill. Und dann Cockets mit Hörnli und Apfelmus. Cockets. gehacktes. It's beef on a brown sauce. I cooked this, and my husband was very much reminded, if you're from the US, you might know that. Um, Helpers, hamburger helpers. It's like in that direction. Yeah. My brother had to eat that in the military all the time because it's super easy to cook for a lot. Cockets mit Hörnli und mit Apfelmus. Dann haben wir Zürich-Schnetzlets. Zürich-Schnetzlets, geschnetzeltes nach Zürcher Art. Those are like bigger pieces of liver sometimes, and sometimes of beef, rind, on a cream, on a Rahmsoße, Pilz-Rahmsoße, mushroom cream sauce, and very classically comes with Rösti. Well, that's that. I hope you're hungry now. And we go to the desserts. This is, in Swiss German, is a Glace. Das Speiseeis oder ein Eis, a Glace. This one is pistachio, but like that's when you just get the like one scoop of ice cream is a Glace. And then if you go into a restaurant, you might see a Coupe Denmark, a Coupe Williams. There's like a lot of different coupes. And that one we're seeing here is a Coupe Denmark. So it's like several scoops of ice cream with like different sauces and different combinations. And then you might know Bananensplit. Bananensplit. It can come with different flavors. Here we see strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. Sometimes it just comes with 3 scoops of vanilla, banana, and chocolate sauce on top. It's delicious. Then es vermicelle. You will never guess what this is out of. What is this made of? Do you know? Es vermicelle. You can also only get this in fall, in autumn. It is made of chestnuts and a lot of sugar. So it's sweet. You have to try it. If you want to know how to try it, it very often comes with meringue, the white stuff on the bottom. That's meringue. I don't like it that much. I like it without it. I just want the vermicelle. Oh, it's so good. And then something very typical is a Rüebli-Torte. A Aargauer Rüebli-Torte. You probably know that. Carrot cake, Karottentorte. It's very typical in a lot of countries. It's really good. And then a Weihe. Here we see an Apfelweihe and an Apfelwehe. It's like a pie kind of thing. You can do this with Käse, a Käseweihe, a Zwetschgeweihe, a Apfelweihe. With a lot of fruits, you can do this. Very common. Yeah, that was that. Thank you very much. If you made it till here, I'm very thankful that you're learning with me, and consider like subscribing. And if you even want to leave a comment, that would really help me here. And go check out the other videos I made, especially the one how to order in a restaurant. See you soon. Bye.